Yo, what's good everyone? My name is Bastion for all of you who may not know me, and welcome to the Inner Wealth YouTube channel. Here guys, we're going to be diving into more liquidity. As you guys know how I like to run things, I love liquidity. That's the way that I manage my trades. That's the way that I believe the market is engineered, is to be liquidity driven. Okay, so with that, we're gonna dive into one of my favorite specific liquidity types. Okay, this is an intraday liquidity type, and it's called Asian liquidity. Okay, and I'm gonna show you guys how I personally utilize it for entries and how it can be utilized for exits as well. So Asian price action. Number one thing I would say about Asian price action, I will never ever look for a mitigation off of Asian price action. I don't even call it Asian price action. I call it Asian liquidity for a reason, because I expect that liquidity to be ran. We're either running the lows or we're running the highs, right? And so, for example, if I am looking for a long day, okay, if I'm looking to go bullish for the day, then I'm going to anticipate Asian price action, okay, to sweep the lows prior to a accumulation to the upside. Okay, so Asian low on a long day can be used as a trigger for accumulation and to look for entries, right? And so again, I will never look for a mitigation off of Asian price action unless my only one exception is GJ, and I rarely trade GJ. So for my indice traders or for my currency traders, I mainly will be focusing on Asian liquidity to be taken out. Okay, so now Asian liquidity is from the open, okay, from the opening of the day to midnight Eastern time. Guys, if I haven't already told you this, if your settings on TradingView are not set to Eastern time or New York time, you're going to be missing a lot of the content. Not just that, but you're going to be confused on a lot of the content, and it may be a little bit more difficult to keep up with the content, especially because I focus a lot on news and liquidity, and it has, to me, time. It's time and price. So time first, and the time aspect of trading is crucial. So come down here to the bottom right corner, select your time zone, and go to New York settings, and I promise you'll ease off a lot of your stress in the future, especially when it comes to news and timing and lessons like this. Okay, so from the opening to midnight, that's Asian price action. All right, and notice here, Asian price action was a sweep of liquidity to the downside to have a long day overall, right? So if I'm long, if I want to go long for the day, I want to see accumulation below Asian price action. Now I want to bring your attention over here. So sometimes when I get to the charts, Asian highs and lows will be taken, and that's fine. Like, sometimes that will happen, and I'll show you guys how I manage days like that. So as you guys know, I'm a New York session trader. I trade after the New York Stock Exchange open, and so you guys can see here, if I'm looking for a long day, right, I'm going to be looking for accumulation below that Asian liquidity. And likewise, if I'm looking for a short day, I'm going to be looking for distribution from previous areas of distribution, like this order block here, right above Asian price action. Okay, and I'm going to look to target Asian lows, right? And likewise with Asian liquidity, once we get that sweep and we get the accumulation below Asian liquidity, you can anticipate longs for the day and be targeting. If the Asian liquidity on this day is not available, it doesn't matter if it's on the same day. It can be 2-3 days before, a week before. Asian liquidity is still Asian liquidity. And so the longs into yesterday's Asian liquidity, which is still standing, makes sense. Not always will we sweep Asian liquidity in the same day, and that's something very important to write down. Asian liquidity does not have to be taken. Because I remember on this day I was looking for a short day, but I was looking above Asian liquidity, and guess what? I didn't take any trades that day, but it shorted very nicely, right? But I did take the longs below Asian liquidity to the Asian high, right? And so sometimes Asian liquidity will be completely taken, but that doesn't mean you can't target other Asian price action, right? Because you guys can see here, we come into this previous area of accumulation, right? And then we have our Asian high right here. So if I'm long for the day, again, I want to see accumulation below Asian liquidity to that Asian high when it's standing. So this is a beautiful example as to when Asian liquidity, the high is still standing, and how you can use it as a target for your longs, right? So this is the way that I personally use Asian price action. Okay, I want you guys to back test it, utilize it the way that best suits your trading. This information right here, it's not just for smart money traders, it's for all traders. Trend lines or retail, or doesn't matter what you're trading, market maker, doesn't matter. This information right here is universal. So share this video with whichever trader that you feel would benefit from this information. Okay, it's a very simple video. It's going to be under 10 minutes, right? So I will see you guys on the next recording. If you guys have any questions, comments, or observations, please don't hesitate to drop it down on the comments below. Appreciate you guys, love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.